our Lord Jesus Christ,
now and forever. Amen.
in the name of the Father, and Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Before you take your seats, kindly arrange your chair properly and pick up the pieces of trash around you. So, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Who are the absents today?
None, sir.
So, last meeting, I gave you an assignment, right?
Yes, sir.
So, kindly pass it forward, so I will be the one who check it. So now, who can recall our topic last meeting? Yes, Miss Glenda.
So last meeting, we've discussed the 5 key elements of a short story, which is plot, character, setting, and conflict and theme.
So that's right. So last meeting we discussed about the elements of a short story, which is
Plot, character, setting, conflict, and theme.
okay. So I have here an activity called picture analysis. In this activity, you just have to observe the picture and tell the whole class what comes into your minds after seeing the picture and what does it make special to you. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So here are the pictures. Who wants to share your thoughts about the first picture? Yes, Aldo.
I see, in the first picture, sir, I see a lover wherein my parents was the one I can think of in the picture because the way they love each other.
Okay, that's so deep. So, what about the second picture? Yes, Miss Alcantara. What can you say about that?
Based on what I observed in the second picture, the picture is the brush and the silver, the bracelet.
So, what does it make it special to you?
For the gold, it makes about the wealth and the brush.
Okay, thank you for giving your thoughts about the picture. So, what about the last picture? Who can give thoughts about the last? Yes, Miss Glenda.
So in the third picture, I see a gift wherein we usually give to someone we love.
Okay, that's deep. Also, so thank you for your wonderful observation about the pictures, and I know that means a lot to you guys. That means a lot to you. So let's now proceed to next discussion. But before we proceed to our next discussion, may I call on my co-teacher to further discuss about the discussion for today. So, Ms. Domitila.
Good morning, class.
Good
morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Very good.
Oh, that's good to hear that. By the way, to start our lesson, our story for today is all about the gift of the Magi by O. Henry. Are you all familiar with that story?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we are going to discuss it today. Am I understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Next slide, please. Who can read our objectives for this lesson? Yes, Miss Christine Mayrock.
At the end of the 45-minute discussion, at least 85% of the grade 8 Poseidon students are expected to A. Enumerate the characters and symbolism of the story. B. Reflect on the story's message and how it can be applied to one's own life. And C. Create a plan of the story entitled The Gift of the Project.
Thank you, Miss Coco. Before we start our lesson, we have here an activity called Act as If. I am going to divide the class into two, and group number one will be discussing about, or will showing a short role play about an unconditional love, and group number two will show about sacrificing an important role or an important thing in their life. So we understood, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So let us count.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Oh, so now that we have a groupings, group 1 can be sit here and group 2 can be sit here. Lift up your chair so that you don't make a noise. So now I am going to give you a 3-minute discussion, and after 3-minute discussion, without further ado, you are going to present your short role play about your certain scenario. May you understood, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Time starts now. Okay, time is up. Class, I know that you come up with a presentation now, and group number 1, can you please present?
Can we have at least a minute for that?
Okay, you may have your time, please. Okay, class, since you have already asked me for 2 minutes, I think that all of you are ready. Am I right?
Yes,
ma'am.
Group 1, can you present your presentation, please?
Mommy, can I ask Mommy, I will find something from your gadget.
Dito, mama.
Okay, I do something.
Please.
Hello? Who's this? Pwede ba ako magtilang ng pera sa iyo? Kasi kailangan ko kasi ng witness.
Sige, pero hindi to lapitan. Okay lang ba yun?
Okay lang yan. Kasi may ipapayaran dito sa akin.
Sige, punta ka na lang dito.
Sige, thank you.
Doon sa ano.
Okay, wonderful presentation, Group 1. Let us give them a round of applause. So, can I ask you something about your presentation? Yes, Miss Marty, can you please stand up?
It is
Wait a minute. After presenting your role play, what can you say about your presentation?
I think
What's this all about?
it is all about unconditional love of the mother to their child. That even though she is very tired, money, ang ginagawa niya pa din yun para mas gusto sa iyo.
Okay. Thank you, that's awesome. Group 2, are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's give it a try.
So good morning everyone. For the group 2 scenario, it is all about sacrificing an important. In life, there are circumstances that we have to sacrifice something over something. What is needed to be done because it is more important than the other. So the group 2 will present a scenario of showing sacrificing something important.
My child, I have something to tell you. What is it, Mom? I can no longer afford to send you to school.
What is it?
You no longer have money. Maybe you can work or something.
But Mom, it's important for my future.
But my child, you no longer have money. What can I do?
How about her doing some job and let me go to school?
Just too young. You know that. And you're the older sister and you have to work. You have to help our family.
Okay, fine. I'll just stop studying and do some stuff. Okay.
I'm so sorry, child.
Okay. And that's it was with you.
Congratulations. Yes, Miss Salve, what is the moral of your role play?
Moral. I think it's not about moral, Mom, but it's something that in life we have to sacrifice something even if it means losing something as important.
Okay, that is precisely correct. Before we start our lesson for this morning, let me play a video clip of the short story entitled The Gift of the Magi by O.M.
The gift of the Magi. Once upon a time, his small town England, there were two brothers, James and Ella, who were madly in love with each other. When college was over, James found a job as a famous newspaper lady. With a salary of £50 a month, James was sad and decided to propose to Ella. Yeah, I'm ready now for you. Since today I'll slowly put this on. And I'll tell you now for you. Give me the time. I want to go out with you. Will you marry me?
Oh, James, what's wrong with you? Yes, I will love you.
And thus, James and Ella were married in a small celebration. James went the first time at £8 per week. They were happy and content. It seemed that their love ultimately would for each other. Things were going well until one day when recession struck and James' salary shrunk to £40. No, we will never raise child.
Of course not. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's not that way.
And so husband and wife lived in love, making just about enough to meet them. Soon it was Christmas, and the streets of London were covered in snow. The shops were decorated with lights, and houses were Christmas trees. Tell me not went through reverse to find how much she had saved up.
£1.85, 86, 87 pence. That's all. Oh, this is Christmas. What do I do? It's not enough.
Now, there were two sessions available. He was able to money buy. One was used as a watch, then it passed on to my father, which was passed on to his father, by his grandfather. The other was Stella's hair. Stella's beautiful blonde hair, which Laura needs, and made himself almost for her.
Got to do. Got to.
She stood over nervously and quickly, as a tear just each her eyes. Stella wiped the tears off her face. And later, Laura ran out. She fled out the door and downstairs to the street. A little while later, she saw Laura's door.
Is it? Excuse me. By my hand. Why don't you take out that now? Is it?
Stella moved her hand and down Laura hair, lifting the mask with her hand, and gave it another roll.
£20. I'm dead.
In the next couple hours, Stella was out and out in the streets of London, hunting for every gift for James. She found him at last.
It shows me kids and donuts.
It was a time for James, still only James in his own. Following her value, us alone, and not my heritage orientation, as all good should do. He was even worthy of the watch. Without thinking anymore, she came to my customer, and hurried home with money 87 pence. At 7 o'clock, the coffee was eaten, and the line was so hot and light with the shots. The light color hair, equals line curls, which made her look like a school boy. At least, that's what she thought.
The James and Yours is simply decided like coaster. Not to do. Oh, what could you 87 pence?
Suddenly, she heard his steps upstairs and turned over for a moment.
Please don't. Make me my liberty, please.
The door, and James stepped in, looking and very serious. When he looked up, he stood still, his eyes on her face of honor, and there was an expression in it that she did not win, and it terrified her. She had much real on the table, and went for him.
James, fine. Tell me about it. I have come someone who's going to do this time. Present. Think about it. I have a little house.
But James did not reply.
Say no Christmas, James. That's yucky. You have a nice, beautiful, nice gift of you.
You have to take it.
Yes, I'm told. Stop it. Would you like to start now? I'll need that hair. Okay?
James looked at her with a straight face. Don't you wrong now. I've been saying the way I am. Where she works out, and making much meanness. With your package, you see what I stuck in the first place. Now let's remember, when she opened the box, she let us bring joy.
Oh, no.
But her joy was only short-lived. Bring it. With his headphones, sunny, and back, they died worship long before we could go. He went home, pure play shop with jewel bits. They were expensive, and her eyes simply created her women who had only sold position. And now they were hers, but the tests that showed only funny moments were gone. She hugged a tight little down to her eyes and a smile.
My hair goes so fast, James.
And then Bella back little sing cat and cried.
Oh, no, James, nice and moving first.
She held out to him eagerly upon her call.
Is it Penny, James? I'm calling time. I'm time later. You watch. What's the opposite?
He said only, James tumbled down on the couch, and his hands under his head and smiled. So, here's my husband this way. Thank you for what? It's too nice to use that.
Three.
The sun was sitting on his house. There was sunshine in the room, and James spoke again. I was supposed to do this also. Bella went towards him, and not too tight. James hugged her back.
Oh, I love you so much, James.
But then John, as you know, always meant, literally always meant, who outlives her Jesus. They even think the Christmas being nice, their kids were now homes. But the unbelievable love of two brothers in a party with who most unloved sacrifice for each other, the greatest treasures of their house. Greatest of all, they are the Magi.
Okay, class, did you all enjoy the short story of The Gift of the Magi?
Yes,
How can you say, or what can you say about the story? Yes, Miss Antonia, what can you say about the story?
The story talks about they love each other, and it talks
Thank you, Miss Marby. Yes, Miss Glenda, thank you for raising your hand.
The Gift of the Magi was a storytelling that it is about the lover who unwisely sacrificed something valuable for a gift. That's all.
Thank you, that's wonderful. Yes, Miss Opal, you're raising your hand earlier.
The gift of Madre is about sacrificing what is have value in order to give pleasure to the both of you.
Thank you, wonderful. The gift of the Magi have its moral lesson, or the moral of the story is all about the unconditional love with an unconditional time. So wherein that the lovers are sacrificing their important thing for them just to feel loved by one another. May you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, before we discuss the characters, here it is. Here are the characters in the story. Miss Albeck, can you please read the first paragraph, please?
Delia Dillingham Long, a young housewife, is struggling to afford a Christmas present for her husband, Jim. The story's protagonist, Delia, is a kind-hearted but impulsive. She loves her husband deeply and prides herself on her long, beautiful hair.
What can you say about the description of Delia Dillingham Long?
I guess Delia is a loving wife, wherein she's willing to sacrifice something for her husband.
Wonderful. Delia Dillingham Young is a young housewife who struggles to afford a Christmas present for her husband. As we all know that Delia have saved a 1.28 pound before the Christmas, and she is very being nervous because that Christmas is nearly approaching, and he came up with the thought that why would just I sell this long hair of mine for me to buy a gift for my husband. So from there you can see the struggles of Delia just to buy her husband a simple present. And we understood.
Yes, ma'am.
And take note that Delia Dillingham Young is the story's protagonist. Delia is very kind-hearted and impulsive. She loves her husband deeply so that she is willing to sacrifice her long hair just to buy a gift for her husband. Next one, can you please read Miss Angelica? James Dillingham Young.
James Dillingham Young, a young husband struggling to support his wife, Delia. Jim is caring, a good-natured, and truly loves his wife. He is the proud owner of valuable pocket watch that has been passed down to his family. So what I understand is James, just like what Salvi said earlier, he is also willing to do everything just to give the needs of their wife, which is to be the
Thank you, Miss Camera. James Dillingham Young, or in the story he is called Jim, is the husband of Delia that also struggles because of having his job shrunk into 40-pound salary a month. So they live a tight life because of that. But Jim didn't find it very exhausting because as Delia told him that I'm with you by my side, I can do all things, Jim said. And he also struggles for his wife gift for the Christmas Eve. Am I understood, class?
Yes, ma'am.
The last one in the story's character is Madame Sofroni. Madame Sofroni is a shopkeeper who buys and sells hair. Madame Sofroni is old and detached in her business dealings. As we all know, as we viewed the video clip about the story, Madame Sofroni is the one who bought Delia's hair. I mean, understood?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
all know that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next slide, please. To discuss about the setting of the story, story. Can you please read Miss Christine Mayoco?
Prayer for the Light takes place in a furnished flat in New York City the day before Christmas. The time of this story is important because it explains why Dana and Amy are present for each family.
Thank you. The setting of the story tells us that it happened in a flat New York City, wherein it is before a Christmas Eve. And it is very reasonable that Jim and Dahlia have to buy each other's gift. Next slide, please. In the story, there are many symbolisms. First is the gold. The gold of the watch may symbolize several things like love, purity, money, which the couple lacks, and eternity. Gold does not rust or tarnish. As we all know that gold does not rust or tarnish, that's why it can symbolize an eternity. Some interpreters believe that because it is a Christmas story, the gold in this tale symbolizes divinity, such as Jesus or God Himself. Who can read the definition of the symbolism watch? Yes, Miss Pado.
The watch, the watch in the story can represent times of the future which the couple hope to spend together. The end of the year, the eternity, it might represent the couple's transition for the
Yes.
eyes youth to mature
In generous individuals. Yes, thank you, Miss Pado. As we all know, the watch symbolizes time. From the definition in front, the youths to mature in generous individuals. As we all know that time can mold people, right? Yes, we have time to be matured. And as time goes by, we are maturing and we are giving different views in life as time goes on. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next slide, please. Next is the definition of hair. The young wife's hair in the story can symbolize many things. And those are, yes, Miss Angelica.
Here, the young wife's hair in the story can symbolize many things. Young women generally wear their hair longer. Vitality and sexuality in a way by giving up her hair. The woman in the story is agreeing to give her youth, sexuality, and the best years of her life to her husband.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you for reading it, Miss Angelica. The hair symbolizes its sacrifice also because from Dahlia's hair, she sacrificed rather to just to buy her husband a gift. And it also says that it can also represent or symbolize a youth. Is that understood? Miss Glenda, can you please read the symbolism of combs?
The combs are a symbol of the young husband's love for his wife as he gave up his most precious possession so that his wife would be happy and beautifully adorned. Since grooming and arranging hair is such an intimate act, the combs may also be subtly symbolic of the sexual attraction between husband and wife.
Yes, thank you, Miss Glenda. The combs symbolizes the young husband loves for his wife. What is the sense of the comb? If Dahlia's hair is already cut back, so chain is to be read by Miss Arcangel.
Like the combs, the watch is a symbol of the wife's love for her husband. She has this much emotional attachment to her hair as he did to watch, yet she gave it up willingly to purchase the one thing she thought would bring her husband happiness. The chain may also symbolize their marriage, an institution that provides a link between the two.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Richelda. Chain also symbolizes an eternity for their lives or for their relationship. Next slide, please. Christmas, the symbolism of Christmas, since the story takes place at Christmas time, the season can be said to represent the original Magi. So, I have a question, class. Who are the true Magi in the story? Who are the true Magi in the story? As we all know that Magi is a giver, right? So who are the story's Magi? Yes, Miss, I can help.
I think it has something to do with the story of Jesus Christ. When he was born, there are three kings who visited him and gave him gifts. And I think perhaps the Magi originally came from those things.
Nice try. But the Magi in the story are the lovers. Yes, Miss Glenda, why yes? That the lovers are the Magi in the story.
As you said, Magi means the giver. So in the story, the lover is both of them sacrifice something and give a gift for each other on Christmas.
Yes, that is precisely correct. Next slide, please. So, as we discuss those symbolisms and those characters in the story, I have here an activity which you are going to create a plot identifying the characters, exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Are there any questions, class? Am I understood?
Yes.
Okay, I will be giving you 10 minutes to do it, and after 10 minutes, finish or unfinished, you are going to pass your activity. Ten minutes gone, class. Can you pass forward your assessment? How did you find the activity so far, class?
That's exciting.
Okay, that is precisely correct. How about who can generalize or who can sum up what we have discussed today? Yes, Ms. Oko, thank you for raising your hand.
So today we discussed about the gift of Magi, and we also discussed about its characters, settings, and its symbolism.
Yes, thank you. Precisely, that is very, very correct. Today, we have discussed the story of the gift of the Magi by O. Henry. We discussed about its characters, symbolisms, and what? We unlocked the word Magi by dealing with the story. By that, I know that you have a knowledge about this story entitled The Gift of the Magi. So you are going to answer the following questions. Question number 1, who wants to answer? Yes, Miss Glenda. Thank you for raising your hands again.
What is the main problem in the story? So the main problem in the story is they don't have any money before Christmas, and that's all.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. That is precisely correct. Question number 2. Who are the characters in the story? Yes, Miss Alcantara.
The characters of the story is that Delia Dillingham and James Dillingham, and they
lady, but it is called Madame Sobruni. Question number 3. What are the symbolisms in the story? Yes, Miss Maria Antonia.
First is one of the symbolism in the story, it symbolizes unconditional love and sacrificing.
Yes, that is precisely correct. Question number 4. Who is the author of the story entitled The Gift of the Magi? Yes, Miss Pablo.
Henry Owen.
Oh, it's-
Henry.
yes, it's called O. Henry. For the last number, who wants to answer? Yes, Miss Alba. You're jiggling in your seat.
So the theme of the story is all about giving and sacrificing.
Yes, that is also precisely correct. For your assignment, I know this is the very exciting part that you all know that the lesson has come to its end. Am I right, class?
Yes, ma'am.